What's up guys, Kawasaki here, and today I'm going to be talking about the TJPW Max Heart Tournament. It will be starting this weekend and it will last until Valentine's Day. There's a lot of tag teams and the number one thing is the winner will be facing the Princess Tag Team Champions over at Grand Princess, which will be in March. So these are my picks and predictions. Please take this with a grain of salt. And without further ado, let's get into this. So, the first matches start on the 17th. Then it will go to the next week, the 25th. The following, the 31st. And then finally, the 14th of February. But we will have 4 first round buys. And 8 teams will be facing off against each other. So, the first teams to be facing off on the 17th are Shoko Nakajima and Haruka Masao versus the team of Miya Yamashita and Kaya Toribami, the team of Kira Summer and Chika Nanase, and going up against Mizuki and Uta Takami, and then the team of Raku and Ren Konatsu versus Palm Harajuku and Maxi Impaler. And then lastly, Himawari and Shino Suzuki are going to be going up against Mifu Ashida and Yuki Arai. And then the winners of those will be taking on Daisy Monkey, Yuki Aino, Haruka Zashiro, I forget their tag team name, so I'm sorry for that. Daydream, and the current champions, Uber Eats. So, these are my personal thoughts as I had earlier in the day. With Hypermasao and Shoko Nakajima, they're a very good tag team in TJPW. They won, I believe, last year to take the belts off of 1-1 million at the last Grand Princess. And then you also have Miya Yamashita, which is the ace of TJPW. One of the 4 pillars, with Shoko Nakajima being the second. But me was teaming up with Kaya Toribami. Knowing this, and I have a real gut feeling with the names that were announced for Grand Princess, Miya Yamashita more than likely might take the marquee match. So I'm going to say right now, Team Shoko, Hypermasao is going to win the first round in their bracket. And then between the team of Kira Summer and Chika Nanase versus Uta and Mizuki, and with knowing how things run in TJPW, there is a chance, like a very slim chance, that Uta might pick up the win, or Kira Summer and Uta might, or Chika might pick up the win. But the handicap is Mizuki. So, Mizuki is a main player, so I could honestly see Mizuki and Uta win this, at least the first round. Then we go to the next bracket, where we have Raku and Renkonatsu versus Maxi Impaler and Palm Harajuku. I know Maxi Impaler is announced officially for Grand Princess, but you have Palm, the Gremlin, and then you also have Ren and Raku. And knowing, like, I've been watching TGB for 4 years now, 5 years almost, and knowing how they book, I think Raku and Ren are gonna lose to Palm and Maxi Impaler. So Palm, Max win the first round. Then we have Himawari Shino versus Mifu and Yuki Arai. With this one, I do like the team of Mifu and Yuki Arai, and I did say when they did their last Korokon Hall show January 4th, Mifu and Yuki Arai should be a team, and here you go. But the champion in going into this is Yuki Arai, not the tag team, but not the international princess, but she is the #1 contender for Mi Watanabe's Princess of Princess. And knowing Himawari and Shino are starting to become a more established tag team, I think they're going to pick up the win. Now, the next one Daisy Monkey versus Kyoraku Kyome, which is Shoko Hypermasao. This one was a really hard one for me to think of, but I mean, if you think about it, Suzume doesn't have the international belt. Oh no, Arisa doesn't have the international belt. Suzume just, what did she do? Oh, she just lost to Miwa Watanabe back on January 4th. And Shogo and Masao were always a good tag team together, but the new up-and-coming tag team is Daisy Monkey. So in this case, it was a very, very hard decision. This was like a 52-48 chance. So in my personal thoughts, I want to see Shoko and Hyper Masao start to elevate themselves back to singles competition. So therefore, I want Daisy Monkey to win this. So Shoko Hyper out, Suzume Irisu in. Then next we have Haru and Yuki Aino versus Uta and Mizuki. Now one caveat about this is Haru and Yuki Aino are a little bit more established. Haru has the seniority over Uta, but Mizuki does have the edge over all of them. And hear me out when I say this. I think Yuki Aino and Haru might win this, because Yuka Sakazaki is scheduled to be at Grand Princess, and I would want to see her plus Konosuke, because that tag team, we don't know who the opponents are, and I honestly think it's going to be Mizuki in the opposition. Who she teams up against, I don't care. My only other guess for that tag team would be Rika Tatsumi and Antonio Honda. I could also see Chris Brooks. I can also, it would be Chris Brooks, Antonio Honda. It would be a very wild guess to think anybody else otherwise. But kind of gravitating towards it, I think Mizuki is going to be taking on Yuka and Konosuke for Grand Princess. So that's one of the main reasons why I think Haru and Yuki are going to beat Mizuki and Uta. Uta's going to take the pin. Next, we have Daydream versus Palm and Max. This one is very 50-50. And the only reason why I'm saying 50-50 is because Daydream is a very well-established tag team. But Miyu is the Princess of Princess champion. But Max and Paler, they are a very dominant force to be reckoned with in TJPW. But honestly, I think Palm is going to eat the pin or submission. And that's the only reason why Rika, Mizuki / Daydream are going to win this. Next, we have Uber Eats versus Bumping Gritters, which is Himawari and Shino. And for this, it would be nice to have Uber Eats win, but then lose to Daydream, which could happen at Grand Princess. But in this case, I know TGPW bookings, they do not book champions to win tournaments. You look at past Max Heart tournaments, you even look at the Princess Cup tournaments, you do not ever have the champion win. It's just TGPW and how they book. So, in this case, it's very rare. I honestly think it's either Uber Eats wins and they lose the next round against the Daydream, or Bumping Gritters win somehow. They sneak the win on the Uber Eats. But for the prediction that I made this morning, I said Bumping Gritters is going to beat Uber Eats. I don't know how they're going to pull it off, but if they do, that's my guess. Then we have the semifinals. Usually, they will have a random shuffle. I don't know if they do this anymore. They'll like shuffle the deck, and the semifinal teams will be facing against somebody different that's not on the bracket as you see. But I honestly think the teams that could be in the finals are Bumping Gritters and Daisy Monkey. That's the finals. And my reason being is Shino Himawari and Arisa Suzume have the edge over Haru Yuki Aino. And Haru's gonna eat the pin tragically. But it's building up her reputation in TJPW as becoming a harder hitting and more resilient competitor. And with Miyu Rika, again, Miyu Watanabe is the champion, so she has to lose this tournament. One way or another, it could be the first round, the semis, the quarters, or even the finals. But Miyu has to lose because she's defending against Yuki Arai at Grand Princess. And trying to elevate tag teams, and even up-and-coming tag teams or established tag teams. And I know Daisy Monkey has won the belts, but I honestly think Daisy Monkey may win this. Arisa and Suzume have no plans. Himawari and Shino are more green than they are, especially towards Suzume and Arisu. So it's gonna be an interesting one. But those are my personal thoughts. If you want to see my bracket, this is what the bracket looks like on what I made. The yellow is the winners of the first / quarterfinals. The teal is the semis. Oh no. No, the teal is these quarters to semis, and the purple is going to the finals, and then the red is the win. So you could see that Daisy Monkey I want to win. So, without any further ado, those are my thoughts on the Max Heart tournament. There's a lot for me going on right now. So, I'm just trying to like break these videos out without causing my head to explode. Not in wrestling news way, but in another way, which I will get into very, very, very later on when the time comes. So, like if you enjoy my thoughts, predictions, impressions, comment your predictions if you disagree. So, other than that, thank you all for watching, and hopefully I will catch you all on the next stream, which is tomorrow. So thank you all for watching, and I will catch you on the next video and our stream, hopefully. Peace.